Hey, what is shaking YouTube? So I just got back from the World Yo-Yo contest a couple days ago, and I had an absolute blast. It was like the best time ever, and I just wanted to make a little video, just doing a little discussion about it, and just my time there and everything, just the overall experience. So I was there all 4 days. It was really sick. I got in there. If you followed my vlogs, I got there like 2 hours before the contest started. I was at a different hotel, but I got to the contest like a half hour before the contest started. By the time I actually made it to the concert from my hotel, the yo-yo contest, I mean, whatever. It's cooler to call it a concert. It was more like that. But yeah, and it was just really cool. The first day was wild cards, so there was like nothing going on stage except just people practicing, which was really cool because my videos I was doing was mostly just, I was going up to people asking them, hey, like, can you do a trick for a video? But there was like tons of people just practicing on stage, so, you know, I could go film that. If you followed my videos, I didn't use any footage from finals. I didn't even take any. I just took a couple pictures during like the actual routines. All my footage I got was just like walking around or during like the stage checks, stuff like that. So it was, I wanted to be like more organic and different than, you know, there's already like YoYo Video Archive has all of the, well, not all of them, but they will have all the freestyles up. So the freestyles are up, so you can't, you know, you can't compete with a production company making the same videos. And I didn't really want to do that anyways. I just wanted to do kind of my normal thing I always do. And it was really, really cool because I got to, first thing I did on the first day was I went to like a lot of people I already knew, so it wasn't like awkward. But then all these other people just started coming up to me and was like, hey dude, are you Dylan? Can I take a video, or, you know, a trick for your video and this and that and the other thing. And it was really cool because I got to meet a lot of new friends. And I must say the yo-yo community is like way better than any other community that I've ever been in. Like in the Balisong community are all assholes basically. Like straight up, you got all, fuck you guys. You guys are all dicks. All the Balisong guys, there's like maybe a couple that I am not a real toy, or I am not a real boy. I don't know why I said toy. I don't know. I am not a real boy guy. I think that's his name. At I am not a real boy on Instagram. That dude's cool as shit. That is really cool. He's like me, but with Balisongs. So if you like my yo-yo videos, you'll probably like his Balisong videos. He's a really cool dude like that. But yeah, he's just really cool. But the rest of that, most people I noticed in the knife community are all snobs and jerks. But the yo-yo community is really cool because you get people from, first off, all different nationalities all over the world, and everybody gets together. There's no bullshit. And then also too, the other thing I really like is like no matter if you're, you know, you're somebody that, you know, you come from no money, somebody that's got a lot of money, there's no, like, everyone's cool with each other. There's no, like, that all goes away. When you're at a yo-yo, when your guys are like in the yo-yo community, you're just all yo-yoers, and it's just really cool. And it's probably the only community that I've ever seen like that. The yo-yo, yeah, there's just something about the yo-yo community that is really, I guess, like welcoming. Like if you're somebody new and you're a yo-yoer, don't be scared. Go to these contests because everybody is nice. I didn't meet one single person that was a jerk. There was tons of people I've never met before, and I just either I went up to them or they even, a lot of them even came up to me and introduced themselves. But it's just different. You gotta check out a yo-yo contest, even if you just go to like your local state contest or whatever, or join your local like yo-yo club. I would highly recommend that. But yeah, it was just freaking awesome. So after I was really kind of anxious about this whole thing because I've never. I mean, I'm old. I'm almost 33, but I've never traveled like farther than like, you know, a couple hours alone by myself. So I took like a Greyhound overnight. It took 8 hours to get there. I was at a hotel by myself and everything. I was doing all this traveling by myself. So I had a lot of like anxiety and stuff going into it. But once I was there for maybe 10 minutes, it all went away. I was like totally, I was like, oh, this dude's here. Okay, this dude's here. You know, I knew everybody. It was really, really, really cool. So the first day, there was nothing going on stage. It was all in like private rooms, so you didn't get to see the prelim, or not the prelims, what do you call it? The wild card that was going on. And that just kind of went on. But everybody was like out in the hall, just hanging out, chilling. The first day was really cool. It was one of my favorite days because it was really the day you got to meet and greet people, just chill, relax, and just be yourself and be cool, you know? So it was really nice. And then the prelims was the next day, which was actually Thursday. So Thursday, I woke up, I made it to prelims. I got there pretty early. I got a good seat. I was like third row. And it was really cool because I didn't have anybody sitting by me. And, you know, I know people here and there, but other than like the Chicago yo-yo people and like some really old school people, I don't really know that many. And Jake Maloney's mom, Gail, actually sat next to me, which was really cool because at Nationals, it was just like totally random at Nationals. She sat next to me. There was an open seat. And it's really cool because actually, first off, she's like one of the nicest people in the entire yo-yo community. But the main thing is like she knows her stuff. Like it is crazy. She knows more. I guarantee you, she is smarter about like competition, how they scoring and everything than 99% of you guys watching. Like she got like every score right. Like, oh no, he's the first, he's the second, like she knew like I'd be like, how'd you think they do? And like she got like almost every one right. Like she knows her stuff, like hardcore. But I mean, granted, she's Jake Maloney's mom, so of course, you know, she's gonna. Jake Maloney, if you don't know, is like longtime Duncan pro, been in the game for forever. Probably, actually, I think a little longer than I have, even. So like 17, 18 years been yo-yoing, maybe even longer. I don't even know. So yeah, he's been yo-yoing his whole life. You know, so obviously his mom's gonna know things too. But like my mom doesn't know that type of stuff. Like my mom likes yo-yo and thinks it's cool and stuff, but she don't know what's going on as far as like the freestyles and all that crazy stuff. So it is really cool. So I was like, oh, cool. Like this is like really, really nice. So semifinals were awesome. It was so cool. Or the prelims, I mean, to see so many different players. And just a lot of like, you know, I got to see a lot of people from my area and a lot of like Japanese players and European players that I've never seen before. So it was really, really cool. And then if you ever go to a yo-yo a yo-yo contest, there's always like a lot of the people, there's always like multiple groups hanging out everywhere. So like in the hall, there's always like a crew of people hanging out, just doing their thing. And there's always like the people outside, they're just like hanging outside, or the people like just getting away from the stuff, or the smokers, or whatever. But outside, like just right outside the contest, some of the best yo-yoing was going on there, and it was a lot of people just getting to know each other, meet each other. There was a bar, so if you were over 21, you were able to get a drink right by the outside area. And it took me till the third day till I found out you were allowed to bring your beer everywhere. I was like an idiot sneaking in beer, and it turned out you could just bring it in. Oh well. But yeah, it was really, really cool. So I got to hang out with like a lot of the people I've met before, like Coffin and Rob Ellis and yeah, all sorts of. But I got a chance to hang out with Josh Proke. I've never met him. I've just known him on the internet. Super cool dude. Had a total blast with him. And then I got to actually. It was really cool because I got to hang out with Peter Kafka. And I have never been like part of the yo-yo. Like I'm not really good at following like who's big, who's this, especially people that aren't like I like my local players I know, but everybody else I've only been to nationals once. I've never been to Worlds, so I didn't know a lot of these players. And it's funny, and like I was hanging out with this dude all the whole time, and I was like, this dude's awesome. And the next thing you know, he's on stage and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's awesome. And I was just like hanging out with him outside. I never even saw him yo-yo or anything. And it turns out like he is like super freaking good. And then, like, on the third day, he was like, hey, dude, I just want to say thanks for reviewing the compass. And I'm like, holy crap, that's your yo-yo, that's you? And it was just like, whoa, what the hell? But he was actually definitely one of the coolest people I met the whole time was him. And, like, if I see him again, we're instantly going to be friends. Like super, super cool. There was just so many cool people I got to see. You know, it's always good seeing the local players. But, you know, getting to meet all these people that I've never thought I'd be able to meet was really, really cool. Just the whole, like, you know, I was like, okay, it's the World Contest, but it's in the middle of, you know, the USA. How many people? There was so many international players that showed up, and I was really, really impressed with that. Steve Brown did a great job putting it together. I mean, it was really run, like, super professionally. Yeah, I was actually, like, blown away. It was really done really, really nice. Everything was, like, super organized. It was just totally chill, relaxed. Freaking awesome. On top of that, the freestyles were amazing. They were all amazing. So then the next day was the semifinals. In the semifinals, it got really heated with the competition. Like it got freaking insane. So like I watched all the freestyles from prelims all the way to finals. I was in my seat every time there was a freestyle going on. Like I was like a hardcore. For once, I'm like the hardcore viewer. Normally when I go to yo-yo contests, I just kind of like hang out and yo-yo with people, or you know, I like hang out in the different little groups that are, you know, I don't really sit, but like the competition was so crazy. There was like, everybody was just like chilling, watching it. There wasn't very many people that were, you know, like hanging out here and there. Pretty much everybody was like, holy crap, this is freaking sick. And they were watching it. Yeah, and that day went crazy. The highlight of the semifinals was basically, there was two highlights of that. First off, the main highlight when you were actually at the arena was when Miles got his when he got the last spot into finals. Like the arena was crazy. Like if you've ever, like when you go to a concert or something and just something epic happens, or when you go to a Blackhawks game and they sing the national anthem, like you get the hairs up on the back of your neck. It was like that, but way intense. People were there was like people everywhere crying and stuff. It was freaking amazing. And I have like almost all this documented on my vlogs. So besides the actual freestyles, there's tons of amazing yo-yoing in my videos. They're all like a half hour long. I made 4 of them. I would highly recommend watching all of them. But episode 3 or day 3 was intense. That was crazy. Okay, and then after that, there was like a world record attempt at the little like square right across the street, and I don't think we broke it. I'm almost positive we didn't break the record, but it was really cool. Like everybody gathered, a lot of just a lot of cool yo-yoing. Oh shit, what did I do? I was looking at the camera. Yeah, a lot of cool yo-yoing. Just a lot of cool people getting another chance to chill with everybody, especially being outside for once. Cleveland was actually like the weather was perfect. We got really lucky. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't humid at all. It was like perfect. It was like 72 degrees every day. Like perfect. No rain. Perfect. I don't know how it lucked out like that. I don't know if Steve paid off the weatherman. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it was like perfect weather every day. It was really cool. But after like people started to leave, the New York Yo-Yo Club started doing this like yo-yo battle league where they were like smashing yo-yos into each other on top of like the barrier that they had around the arena. And then they were like doing like a sumo wrestling or smashing yo-yos, doing walk the dog. And I have this in episode 3 and 4 of my vlog. So click right there right now, or as soon as this video's over, and go watch that because it's probably the funnest thing that happened the whole time. So after day 3, yeah, this went on and it was outside. And it was amazing because like Lando and Will and all the New York Yo-Yo Club guys were getting like super into it. Ben Gates was like acting like the referee. And it was like, it was crazy. But all these people started just making like this huge circle around. And it was insane. People were like just watching it. And everybody was getting like their phones out. And these are people that are just like regular Cleveland residents. They're not yo-yo people. They haven't seen yo-yos probably since they were kids. And they were just like screaming and getting into it and like picking on, oh, he's going to win. No. And every time somebody won, everybody would be like cheering. And these people, they were like, hey, is this what yo-yoing is now? And we were just like, yeah, it is. But it was crazy. Yeah, people that have never seen yo-yoing in 20 years saw them doing this, and they straight up thought like, oh my God, your yo-yo's cool. Yo got cool over the years. It was just crazy. And this went on. So then like a little bit of hype about this built up. So then all day, during day 4, during the finals, people were coming up to me. It's like, more Yo-Yo Battle League after this, right? And I'm like, I don't know. You got to talk to Lando and Ben and Will, see if they, those guys, see if they want to do it. And I guess they found like an old bike rack. Well, I know they did because I went with them when they put it away. They found this like bike rack a couple blocks down the road, and they brought it over there, and they used that for the round 1. But I have tons of footage of that in day 4. And then they're going to start up their own YouTube channel eventually. So you're going to want to look out for that. There's going to be their own YouTube channel that they're going to do all sorts of cool stuff. And that's the thing to come. But they did the first annual World Yo-Yo Contest, Yo-Yo Battle League, outside of the hotel after the contest. But let's rewind a little bit. Get back to the beginning of final days. So it was really cool because on finals, well, this actually wasn't cool at first. I woke up at like 7, on every day from Thursday through Saturday, it started at 10 o'clock. Okay, so the first day didn't start till like, the actual contest didn't start till like 2, and there was nothing going on stage anyways. But like, all the other days it was like 10 o'clock. So I went out, there was an after party, we had this like pinball arcade the night before, and I stayed out till like, I don't know, 1 in the morning. And then I somehow, after staying out all night, still edited a video before I went to bed. Went to bed at like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and I woke up at 7:30. Okay, then I go to the contest, and I go outside my hotel, and there's just like, everything's blocked off. There's cyclists everywhere. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So there was this giant triathlon in Cleveland the same weekend, which I did not expect that. I did not see that coming. But not the end of the world. But so anyways, I called my Uber at 10:50, or no, what time was it? 11:15, because it was only a 10-minute drive to get there, thinking, okay, well, this is way more than if I have a little time to get early. I can, make sure I get, because it was like your seat wasn't saved. You just like, if you were first come first serve. So I was in the same seat every day because I was always there early. So like every day I got there, I was pretty much like the first one there. And I didn't, instead of, the front row was all saved for this really cool, this kid who was a Make-A-Wish kid and his whole family. And I actually talked to him every day. He's a really, really, really nice kid. He actually won a battle with a brain tumor, and I wish him the best. I hope he is fine. He never has any problems and nothing ever comes back. I hope hope to see him at a lot more yo-yo contests, because that was his wish. He wanted to go to the World Yo-Yo Contest. So they made it happen. He got to hang out with Evan Nagao. He got to do all this cool stuff. And then he got front row every day. So I was like 2 rows behind him. And every day first day he like came up to me and wanted to like say what's up, like just to introduce himself to me. And then I heard his story and I was like, oh, no, this kid's awesome. So I gave him like a bunch of ZipLine strings, and he was a really, really, really cool kid. And so every day, I'd make sure to say hi, what's up to him. And yeah, it's just very inspiring because my sister and my aunt are both 2-time cancer survivors, and it's just cool. It hit home a little bit, So it was really, really cool. But so every day I would get that 3rd row, but then because there was this crazy triathlon going on, it took 45 minutes for my Uber to get to my hotel because every road was blocked off to my hotel. It was like I was trapped, like in the middle of, there was like cyclists going on this road and this road, and I was in the middle, and both roads were blocked. So I had to cross the road during the race to get to this place. It's called Rite Aid. We don't have those around here. We got like Walgreens. We don't have Rite Aid. But to get to a Rite Aid, and I almost got killed by a cyclist, and then this cop, he was like screaming. He was so mad that I crossed the road, but I didn't know what else to do, and I almost got arrested before I even got there. So I ended up getting there. It was supposed to start at 10. I got there at like 10:10. So it didn't start yet, thankfully. But I didn't get my seat like right up front. I didn't get to sit next to Gail again. So I didn't know what to do. And so I just started walking around. And then I sat next to a bunch of the Japanese players. And they were like the coolest dudes I met. Like some of the coolest dudes I met the whole time. Like they were super cool. I was like, oh no, they're not going to like me because I'm going to be rooting for USA the whole time. But actually, I kind of root for everybody. I'll scream a little harder when it's like Connor Seals or somebody from my hometown, or something. But for the most part, I just root for everybody. I just want to see everybody do good. I don't really even care who wins. But yeah, so we got along great. It was a great time. And everything just went good. I filmed more stuff. And then the results, I filmed some of the results. Now, I'm not going to get into the results really. Some of the results I agreed with. Some I didn't, but I'm not a judge, so I don't know, whatever. The only one, like the 4A one, I was like, whoa. But all the rest, I was like, yeah, anything could happen. I thought John Wolf was going to win 5A. Actually, you know what, really? I think Abe won. I thought Abe was going to win 5A and John Wolf was going to get 2nd. So I don't know. I'm no judge. I didn't have the clickers. I was just watching it to watch it. But yeah, Abe, I actually went up to him, like, after, and I'm like, oh, dude, if in my book you got first. And he was like, oh, thank you. And like, he was just so excited. And and his buddy that he was with was like, oh, I told you. You're going to win. Then he was kind of, even though he's not from USA, I wanted him to win because I got to meet him and I could feel the emotion when he was up there. You could tell that kid, he was nervous, but he didn't mess up at all. And like every time he would land something awesome, he'd be like, whew, like, because he was like, he wasn't trying to hide that he was nervous. And it was just really, really cool. And the presentation, it was just amazing. I love that freestyle. That was probably maybe my favorite freestyle from the whole contest, actually. Maybe, I don't know, yeah. Yeah, that was freaking sick. Yeah, he got 2nd in 5A, but I don't know. It was amazing. Anybody that gets up there, like, I don't even care what you place. It's a freaking World Yo-Yo Contest. You're up there, you should be proud of yourself no matter what. The 1A results, I think, I actually had those, I had Gentry, Evan, and Nate Daly as my top 3, but I didn't know, like I wasn't like, oh, he's first, he's second, he's third. I don't know. I'm just like, those are my top 3. So, the order, I can't really, I just think Nate Daly should have been in the 3, but other than that, I don't argue with it, because I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, I think it was, Gentry killed it. It was really, really clean, and he did like a shitload of horizontal stuff. It was actually a really, really good freestyle. Nate Daly, so it was like he had the whole crowd standing up. Like, out of everybody in the 1A, he definitely had the most people standing up. There was people cheering like, "Nice dog, great." And it wasn't like just a couple people. It was like 50 people screaming it at the end. So I was like, holy crap. Just based on that, I was like, oh man, he's got to be in there. So I couldn't believe that Nate Daly didn't get into the top 3. But other than that, I can't really argue with it because, once again, I mean, I'm not a judge. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. And but on that note, Evan DeGau's song was pretty good. Did you guys like that? Like, let me know in the comments. I actually really liked Evan's song. And he, like, I don't know if he just did the lyrics, if he did, like, I don't even know if he's got, like, a band or if he's, like, got somebody that does, I don't even freaking know. But I didn't know what to think because I only heard Evan's first song and I couldn't really remember what it sounded like. And no, but I was actually like, damn, Evan, it's pretty good. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I actually think it's pretty cool that Evan's like, you know, he's not going to compete anymore and stuff. And I know it's terrible, you're not going to get to see his freestyles, but the kid's like moving on to a different chapter in his life. And it's not like he's not going to be yo-yoing. I mean, he's been yo-yoing since he was a little kid. He's still going to come to the World Yo-Yo Contest. He's still going to come to nationals. He's still going to hang out. He's going to be like me. He's just going to be there and not be yo-yoing. And actually, he's probably going to be a bigger star. And then he'll be able to bring yo-yoing, like say this. Say his music blows up and he becomes this like huge star. Then he's on stage yo-yoing while he's singing. Or people just start realizing, oh, well, this guy's also a yo-yo champion. Boom, yo-yo's cool. Boom. We're not nerds anymore. Look at that. No, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I think Evan DeGau branching out, I think that's really freaking cool. That's like when after I graduated high school, I went to college. I dropped out because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then I started fighting. So I kind of quit yo-yoing. That's kind of when I quit competing. And then I started fighting, and I had a couple fights, and it all, then I tore my knee, but it was like a new chapter in my life. But like, it actually made me who I am today. And then now yo-yoing came back full circle. I'm not competing anymore, but I'm probably more in the yo-yo community than I've ever been before. I guarantee I'm more in the yo-yo community than I have ever been before. So just because he's not competing, that has nothing to do with like if he's in the community. It's so hard to yo-yo and look at the screen at the same time. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like he's probably going to be in the community more than ever. Just because he's not competing, don't think. Like, I know there's a lot of people like salty and sad about it, but I mean, it's his decision. I mean, competing kind of, personally, seeing what these kids go through, it sucks. I mean, like, you're a nervous wreck. You're freaking crazy. And you know what? This contest, I want to say, like, thanks to Steve Brown and thanks to all the sponsors, but the most important thank you has to be to the competitors. Because they train like freaking crazy for this. Like, I think you guys, you yo-yoers, you train harder than MMA fighters do. Like, MMA fighters, you can only like work out like 3 to 4 hours a day before your body like, just, there's the thing is overtraining. Like, you can overtrain, you'll get like low testosterone, you'll beat the shit out of your joints, will go bad, you'll have knee injuries like I did. You can, overtraining is easy. Yo-yoing, you guys like, yo-yo like, the people that are really good yo-yo like 5-8 hours a day. It's freaking crazy. It's like, I mean, honestly, you guys are some of the hardest training like people in all of like this weird, I guess you can't call it a sport. I don't know what you call this stuff. But like, it's really impressive like how hard these guys work and all just the preparation they go through. I mean, not only like is it a time sacrifice, but I mean, it's a lot of stuff. And you know what I mean? Like all that time you're playing yo-yo, you're not punching the clock at work, you know what I mean? Unless you do yo-yo for a living like Dazzling Dave. So try to grow up to be like that guy. Because then you're doing yo-yo for money. Or start a YouTube channel. It can help a little. But anyways, yeah. It's just freaking crazy. But yeah, so I have so much respect for this. So, but I mean, I understand. Why put yourself... You've already won the freaking world championships. You've won the national championships. Hey, just freaking retire, And then just go there. And instead of being all stressed out and everything, like enjoy the contest. Hang out with people. Drink a beer. Or whatever, and just hang out, have a good time, and have fun. So I actually am really proud of Evan for making that decision because I think that it was probably intimidating and hard for him because it was probably like, oh man, all these people, all my fans are going to do this, they're going to do that. Well, sometimes you just got to say, screw your fans. If they're not going to be with you, then they're not your real fans anyways. It's kind of like when you date a girl and then say your girlfriend doesn't like you because you yo-yo. Well, then that girl doesn't really like you anyways. She doesn't like you for who you are. She likes you for like who she wants you to be. So that girl shouldn't really be your girlfriend in the first place. Same thing goes for your fans. If your fans don't like you for like your journey, then they're not really your fans. So screw them. In a harsh reality. So super respect to Evan. Just really cool. But yeah, so then once again after the finals and everything, results, it was the alternate freestyles, which were really cool. Abe had like a unicycle. I got some footage of this on my day 4 vlog. It was freaking crazy. It was hilarious. But yeah, lots of really cool people did freestyles. Like, yeah, and like, I'm trying to think who didn't. Like, Miguel Correa did one that he didn't normally do. Anthony Rojas, and a lot of other good players that didn't do regular freestyles got to that. But like, John Bott was wearing this like crazy hot dog outfit. Yeah, it was really, really cool. And Andrew Bergen was like the other, and out they were the 2 MCs. It was really fun, lots of fun. And then YoYo Battle League outside was amazing. It was freaking crazy. So then I was hanging out with the New York Yo-Yo Club guys doing YoYo Battle League, and then we went to Taco Bell, and I gave Ben all my footage so he can edit it and stuff for his Yo-Yo Battle League or whatever. And then yeah, then I hung out with them till 2 in the morning, ran back to my took a Uber back to my hotel, checked out, and then I went all the way to the Amtrak station and back to downtown Cleveland, and I went all the way back to Chicago. I caught like a 3:45 Amtrak. Oh man, it sucked. It was overnight. Amtrak's actually pretty nice. It was my first time riding, but I just wasn't able to sleep. But the crazy thing was, I got on, and they're like, all right, you're on number 22. So I get on, and then I like set my stuff down, and like in front of me, I'm like, there's a dude sleeping. I'm like, is that Shane? It was Shane Lubecker was sleeping, right? And like, I don't know where he got on, because he was already on and sleeping, and I got in the Cleveland station. So I don't know if there's 2 stations in Cleveland, and he got on the one before me or something. But anyways, it was supposed to get to Chicago at 9:30. We got stuck behind a freight train. It didn't get there till like 10:40. So I missed the 10:30 train back to my house in Crystal Lake from Chicago. So I had to wait at the train station till 12:30 then, till the next train. I was like, it sucked. So I missed it by a couple minutes and had to wait 2 hours. So yeah, but then I got home. My girlfriend was having a crisis, so she couldn't pick me up from the train station. So I called my brother. He picked me up, and he's like, oh, but if I pick you up, we got to go fishing. And I've been up at that point for like 40 hours. And I was like, all right, let's go fishing. So we went fishing, and I only caught a couple little fish. My buddy caught a bunch of catfish. And my brother only caught like a little bass and a little bluegill too. So yeah, but my one buddy was nailing catfish. So yeah, but I was half asleep. I felt like stuff. I started getting like chest pains. So I made him drive me home. And then I finally got some sleep around like 9, 10 o'clock last night. And then I finally got a full 8 hours sleep. So today, feeling pretty good. You know, everything's good. But yeah, I just think it was the best time probably I've ever had. Definitely best Yo-Yo cons I've ever been to. First time at Worlds. I'm definitely going to Budapest next year. I have my passport. If you're thinking about it, just do it. I mean, it's really cheap. Like to get there is going to cost you money, but like everything in there is super cheap. I guess it's like one of the safest places. And also too, it's supposed to be like the most beautiful city ever. Like my girlfriend went on a tour of Europe and stuff, and I actually was talking to Kyle Weems, and his wife went there, and she said she travels, I guess, like crazy, and she said it's her favorite place in the whole world. Yeah, but everyone I talked to said it's like the most beautiful place. It's really safe, the food's good, everything's really cheap, like compared to US currency. And yeah, other than your flight there, it won't be that much. So I want to say, all you guys, get your passports right now. Don't be a square. Just do it. Like, get your passports and do something crazy. Because like, this Yo-Yo contest, I had a lot of anxiety and stuff because I was going by myself and I was traveling. My girlfriend couldn't go with me because her sister's getting married in a couple days, so she had to stay here for all this stuff. And I had to do this all by myself. And I was super anxious about it, but now that it's all done, it was one of the best experiences I ever did. I would, if I could relive it, I would do it 100 times. And I'm definitely going next year to Budapest. And don't be silly. You should go. Also, too, having more USA people would be cool because I know I'm going to be the minority there. I don't know how many people are going to speak English. I have no idea. So it's going to be really cool. But like I said before, the Yo-Yo community is the most welcoming community in the whole world. So no matter what nationality you are, what playstyle, you're a beginner, you're a pro, it doesn't matter. We're all Yo-Yoers. We're all cool. We all do Yo-Yo Battle League together. And we're all friends. So thanks for watching. Thanks again to all the sponsors. Thanks to Steve Brown for putting it together. I was really impressed. Yeah, so I don't think Steve watches my videos, but if you do, Steve, thanks. And yeah, special thanks to all the competitors. And extra thanks to the people that are going to compete next year in Budapest, especially USA guys. So I'm going to go. I hope to see you all there. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.